Hey guys, it's Joe Nathan here, and I'm here with rFactor 2. I'm just trying to talk about Enduracers as a whole and what I think about this mod and its implications. So, first things first, let's go ahead and talk about rFactor 2. So this is neat that it's come out, Enduracers moving on to the rFactor 2 platform. Of course, rFactor 2 meant to be a modding platform from the beginning, hasn't really blossomed like rFactor 1. Enduracers being a huge rFactor 1 modding group. Now on rFactor 2, pretty good to see that that happen. That being said, I'm not all too happy with Enduracers and their mod that they have released, and the reasoning being, well, of course, when you look at the numbers, the realistic factors just isn't there. It doesn't have real life applications to it. Now, I must say, I mean, there are two different sides to the story. There's the one side that is the one that I'm on, the one that says, well, it's not realistic, I don't like it. And then there's the other side that says, well, who cares, it's fun to drive. And I must say, there's two different ways to look at it. Both have their points, and I'm here to present mine, of course, and if you have anything you want to add to it, in the comment section is there for you down below. I'd love to hear what you guys think. For me, when I was driving it, after I got over that kind of the first release hype or whatever, and I started to drive the car, I started to realize as well that there were some kind of weird things going on. Felt like the cars were a little too on edge and kind of snapped around a little bit, and you can still slide the rear tires and have this crazy slip angle on exit and everything, and it just kind of didn't feel all that right, I guess, compared to other mods and other content I've driven throughout all of sim racing. Now looking at the actual numbers, it's quite easy to tell, yep, what I was feeling was right. Now the things that I was feeling was the rear end. It felt like it had way too much weight or something, like the rear end felt like a pendulum. All of that weight in the rear, it was kind of, it was an overdone effect. You could feel it. Interlagos, especially the double right-hander going uphill, just after the first sector ends or something like that. So I mean, you could feel it. I felt it there in LMP2, and the car would just like wiggle and snap on you in an instant, not even giving it any input. I was also able to drift the car until the tires got up to like 900 degrees Fahrenheit, and then the traction actually broke loose by then, and that's way too hot for tires to still be gripping. So I saw these things, and it was like, okay, well, these numbers confirm it. Also, I mean, you can't forget, there's a conflict here when you look at certain things. I mean, the Corvette C6R and the Ferrari F430 have exactly the same inertia values, despite those cars having vastly different mass distributions in reality. So, I mean, that's a quote from RaceDepartment post, and really that shows that quote, the RaceDepartment post, everything kind of all comes together. Enduracers has once again let rFactor 2 down. The Flat 6 mod I found to be really poor. Now we got the Enduracers mod, the full thing, and I find this to also be lackluster. It's kind of sad because I was expecting better out of Enduracers, and I assume a lot of other people did as well. I mean, that's the reason why most people are on rFactor 2, because you expect more than just kind of fudged numbers. And for me anyways, it does ruin the immersion. I did a race around Bahrain with this mod, driving an LMP2 race to play, and I mean, I must say, it just wasn't that fun to drive the car itself. So I mean, there are other things out there that are more fun to drive. You have the URD mods with the PX1s and the PX2s and GTEs. You got a bunch of other mods out there as well, whether it be like an F1 mod or anything like that. You got all sorts of other things to drive other than this broken Enduracers mod. And that's just my opinion. It's kind of a harsh opinion, and of course it is harsh criticism, especially for a free mod. But then again, I don't really care that it's free. Just because you released it free doesn't mean you're exempt from criticism. I honestly couldn't care less that it was free. If it was a paid mod, then of course it would be even more disappointing. But I mean, it's a free mod. I'm still going to criticize it because it's something that you criticize with the hope of it being better, the hope of it being actually useful. As a VEC driver, I have no use for a fundamentally broken Enduracers mod, because it's just going to mess me up when I go to race VEC, which is up at the highest levels of competition of endurance racing. So there's no reason for me to use the Enduracers mod at all. It's just going to make me even slower than I already am for VEC, and trust me, I'm already slow in that Corvette. So yeah, I just don't need that, you know. I don't need Enduracers giving me bad habits. But anyways, that's it for me. I'm not going to tell you guys what to do, but if you're interested, you can always leave a comment down below, and I'll make sure to read it, maybe even reply. So anyways, I'll see you all next time. Until then, have a great day.